portion of rum, and he lectured his people, the sailors. He said, if I hear anybody referring to these chaps as POWs, he said they'll go to the brig. And we said, oh, we don't care, of course, what you like. You're free. So then we went, they took us to the Philippines. And there we had to stay for, well, quite a week or more. Because we all they had to swear affidavits on treatment, that sort of thing. And one of our blokes went back in the occupation force to Japan, and he went to one of the trials and he heard some of our, what we'd written, you know. He wrote to me and told me he'd heard what I'd written. Anyway, we had to stay there for several days, go through all injections and doctor's reports, you were pretty well occupied. But the Yanks were in the camp with us. Anyway, we went to the first mess. There was a big mess. And who's sitting down there but a whole heap of Japanese prisoners eating the same tuck as we were eating. And somebody, or one of our blokes says, Christ, I know that bloke. I'll get him. Yeah. Anyway, there was a petition went to the Yanks to run the camp, and they shipped them, or else there'd be a lot of trouble, and they did. But, you know, it was pretty hard, that.
Yes.
Anyway, we stayed there for nearly a fortnight, I think. And we went home by Capitulated then.
From, did you get to Okinawa?
Yeah, we, well, they used to have a roll call every morning. And old Big Crosby would sing, you'll be home for Christmas and something like this. And then they'd ring out your names and you're on a plane to either England or Australia or wherever.
So you came by Catalina. What was the route that you came?
We went to Timor, not Timor, Morotai.
Yes.
And of course, in the Philippines, we got all new gear and one thing and another. We had kit bags of stuff because we'd got all the quite a few Japanese kimonos to take home to the girls. And we all had a sword each, and that's something we had in that camp in Philippines. We couldn't leave anybody, couldn't leave the camp alone. We had to leave somebody behind each day if we went anywhere, because the Yanks wanted our boots, and they wanted the swords, and they'd do anything to get them. But anyway, we landed at Morotai in the evening, and the skipper of the Catalina said no. He said, now, no more gear. He said, we're flat out getting off now. We don't want any more bloody gear. But we were paraded through the Q store and given another kit bag. Next morning, anyway, we eventually took off. And they'd had a pretty hectic night apparently in the mess. And we're up, and he set the autopilot going, and I was sitting under the navigator's table actually. I had a pretty good position, and he said to me, he said, oh, do you want to listen to the news? And I said, oh yeah, be good. He said, I want to have a bit of a nap. He said, I'll change your places. So for put the headphones on, and I heard the ABC, and I burst out bloody crying.
Yes, yeah, I bet you did.
Yeah, I burst out crying. And anyway, we flew for a couple of hours, I think, beyond the co-pilot, on the autopilot. And then he said, oh well, he said, I've had enough now, you can have your place back. I said, thanks very much. It was very beautiful, because going over all the islands and that, it was absolutely terrific. Anyway, we landed in Darwin and went out to Winnelly camp, and we'd built that camp when we went up there in the first place.
Yes.
This was all sheets and costless, what the hell. Anyway, we were allowed to make a phone call home then, and said we'd be home in a few days. We didn't know quite when. Anyway, we were all out on a beach somewhere, and we got a call that our plane was going to take off that evening. So we, about 5 o'clock, we got in the truck and they took us out to the Catalina. We loaded up, and the skipper said, bloody hell, why haven't I told you blokes not to get any more bloody gear? We said, oh well, I mean, we've got to take it. So he had three goes to get off, and he couldn't lift her up. Anyway, he said, well, it's nearly dark, so he said, if we don't go this time, we've got to stay till tomorrow. Had to offload some of this junk. Anyway, he got her. Yeah. And we were, I was talking to the navigator, and he said, oh well, we'll be at Crawley at 7:30 in the morning. I said, 7:30 in the morning? It's 7:30 now. It's only 12 hours, how are you going to fly around the coast? He said, we don't fly around the coast. He said, we go overland. I said, but if you want to come down. He said, these never come down. At 3 o'clock in the morning, he said to me, do you know Walloona? I said, yeah. And he said, there it is. And at 7:30 we're on Crawley Bay. Yeah.
Now you were discharged in January 1946. And what did you do after the war?
I went back prospecting.
Did you?
Yeah.